Usual drill today, please, with an embargo for 10:30 this evening. If you could please use the raise hand function if you have a question in the live section, and then do the same when I call the embargo midway through. We're going to kick off with Tim from Sky.
Hi, Pep. Hope you're well. Can we start with Julian Alvarez, your new signing, who you brought in on deadline day? We won't see him till next season, but how pleased are you to get that deal done, and what can you tell us about him?
Well, congratulations of course, for Manchester City. Of course, Manchester City works to be in the present, but of course for the future and immediately future. So he's a player that could be already with us right now, but we have enough players in that position. I don't like to have many players in several positions, and the best is to stay in River Plate. Like he developed incredible well the last years with Marcelo Gallardo and his mates, and in the next preseason it will be with us, and after we'll decide what happened in preseason, the players, because every season the squads move. But I am personally, and we are really pleased to have this talent player, a young player, for the next years.
Can I ask you also about João Cancelo, who signed a new deal this week? He's so consistent, so versatile. Is he a manager's dream to work with? And if he's not already there, can he go on to become the best fullback in the world?
Well, honestly, maybe the people will not believe me. I have a little bit of opinion, but the decisions to extend the contract, and when you start to extend the contract, belongs to the club. I'm not involved in that. Of course, everybody knows how important is Joao with us and what he have done in the last 2 seasons, especially this season. And we struggled together in the first part when he arrived. We were not agreeing many things, but in part of my mistakes. But now he's incredible seller, and personally, I'm so delighted that he's fully happy here and can play in this club for the next years, because like you said, Tim is a versatile player, can play in many positions. He's a guy who can play every day. His physicality is impressive, and of course the skills that they have. And he's been loved in the locker room because he's so funny. So yeah, very pleased for him, for McAtee, for Josh Wilson, from Bob. So the 3 guys for the academy, and they extend the contract for us.
Thank you, Pep. All the best this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Next we'll go to Mike Monet.
Hi, Pep. Good afternoon. First of all, nice break.
Yeah, really good.
Good. Glad to hear it. Just staying on the contract lines with, a lot of players that have committed their future. What does that say about the project at Manchester City, and particularly with the academy lads coming through, that they now see a pathway through?
Yeah, the manager has to work today, not even tomorrow, but the club has to especially work for tomorrow, after tomorrow, for the next month, next years. So can never stop. And the decision the club has made, extend the contract for the players' academy, or extend the contract that case for Joao, is because they are working for the future, and they have to do this.
James McAtee could have gone on loan. He could have left the club perhaps, but he chose to stay. What benefit does he, for example, on the loan deal, what benefit does he get by staying in and around the first team players? What can he learn from those in and around him?
Listen, me personally, Chiqui, the club didn't tell me that they had an offers to go to loan. So nobody told me. Maybe it happened because it's a special player and the quality. But these players, when we are not an incredible depth squad, we have, 60, 70 players, not a lot. And these players, we believe right now, because we cannot forget, he's just 19 years old, training with us and develop every day with us. I think is so important for him. So that's why still this 6 months is going. The end of the season is going to play, stay here, training with us, and maybe we will need him. In the future, we will see. But the important is he's fully committed in the club, and he arrived when he's a little boy, and he's Man City supporter, and he loves to be here. And we are more than delighted, the confidence that him and family has in the club, and could extend the contract, stay the next year with us.
Thank you, Mike. Simon Stone.
Hi, Pep. On João and João Cancelo, what did you get wrong right at the start? What was it precisely? Because he didn't make the impact that he is making now.
Well, normally now he's playing every day. This is the main reason.
But he can't just come to you and say, well, I'm not playing, and then you say, oh, well, you play then. There must be more to it than
there
that.
Are players that accept more than that, playing on minutes, and the other ones accept, okay, I wait my moment. He want to play every day, and when he doesn't play, he's not happy, and sometimes he has to understand that, and the reason why now he's fully commitment, and I think now understand we know each other much better. So every player must be treated in a different way, and I knew personally more time to know him, how sensitive he is. He's a guy. He's an incredible person. Has a big heart. So sensitive. And sometimes some players, you have to be treated different ways for the other ones. And I need time to understand him. And finally, I think now I understand him a little bit more. And especially because he's an important player for us when he arrived. Of course, we have an instructor to understand the way we played. And he struggled a little bit to understand what we want to do and need time. And that was the reason why. But as a person, always was the same one. So a nice guy.
So you didn't have a big argument. How did he get it across to you that he needed
Simon was really clear, explain what happened. So it was not arguments. So it was really clear what I said with Joao, and where is Joao right now. Now he's fully happy like all the players when play every game. And that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. Michael Gray.
Hi, Pep. Pep, I wanted to ask you about Marco Silva and what do you think of his Fulham team this season? Because Mitrovic has got 28 goals. They score a lot of goals. And also Carvalho nearly signed for Liverpool in the January window. Have you seen much of them?
First of all, I'm very pleased that Marco, what he's doing. I'm really impressed. A long time, I'm honest. So I saw a few games in this period to see Fulham, and I'm really impressed the way they're playing. I'm not surprised. The reason why is in the top of the table in the championship, and I know what does it mean to be top of the table in championship. But it's not just for the fact the lot of scores they score on the top of the table, is the way they are playing. And so his positional game is exceptional. Every player move according for his teammates and depends of the opponent, depends of the ball. And I'm very happy for him because I know him really well. Like we have a good relation. And for the past, when he was in Everton, was in Watford, and I saw his team play much, much better than the past. And I think the reason why he's there is because they are doing really well. Really well. I know for them the championship is the most important thing, because for Fulham, going back to the Premier League is wow, how important it is for all the clubs, especially for Fulham. And it's no secret. Will be interesting game tomorrow. It's a good test for us after 1 week off. I think it's the best opponent we could face, because we'll be demanding a lot defensively to take the ball and to attack them is not easy. So, and they have a lot of quality in depth squad. So it doesn't matter which play, they have a lot of alternatives in the start 11. And many players, they have a lot of quality. So I'm happy to see him tomorrow.
Thank you, Michael. Stuart Brennan.
Hi, Pat.
Hi.
I know it's not your department, but how important is it to a club like City? You've now got about 11 or 12 players who are signed up for the next 3, 4, 5 years.
Oh, it's so important. So important. The soul and the players who know the club, because they are young. We are a young team. We cannot forget that, except Fernandinho and I don't know, Scott Carson, of course, but someone else. The age is so good, and the club has to work to keep these players like they behave in the last years very, very well. And especially we know them mentally, like some players can perform really well and after decrease because in their thoughts they are not in the right place. I think this will happen because all of them love to play football. They are incredible focus for many years. We have to try to keep them, and the club has to do it brilliantly. So yeah, every season has to move a little bit. In these years with the pandemic situation is difficult for every club around the world, but I don't know what's going to happen this summertime. But the soul and the heart of the team is still young, and keep it for the next years is so important.
Can I just ask, have you a full squad to choose from tomorrow, or are there problems?
Yeah, I know except Gabriel come with a little bit niggles in after international break, but the rest that were able before international break, they are able for tomorrow. Yeah.
Cole Palmer, because Cole Palmer we haven't seen.
Yeah, Cole Palmer is not ready after the game in FA Cup. Like make a brilliant game, had the problems in his some problems, and it's not available. He's not training with us since then, and we'll see what happens in next weeks.
Okay, thank you,
Stuart. Andy Hampson.
Hi, Pep. Just to ask about Riyad Mahrez. Obviously, the African Nations Cup didn't go as well as he would have liked. And then you gave him a little bit of time off after that. How is he now since he's come back, and is he raring to go?
Perfect. So come back in good mood, everyone sharp. So the week off was good for everyone and come back really good. Yeah.
Did Riyad need any, did he need his spirits lifting after he came back, or was he good to go?
No, he's so strong. He's a guy who's so strong. He put behind the good things, the bad things so quick. He handled the pressure brilliantly, so that's not a problem.
Thank you, Andy. Don Farrell, and then we'll call the embargo.
Hi, Pep. Just to ask about Joao Cancelo again. You said about the your conversation with him and that relationship of sort of working through some problems. Is that something that you feel you've improved at as a manager, as you've been a manager for 10, 15 years now? Are those conversations with players something maybe you find easier now, something you've developed over the years, or is it still just case by case and quite difficult?
Dominic, I answered the question before. I was so clear.
No, just from your point of view, like say, for example, if you had been at Barcelona and someone in 2010 had the same problems you had, do you find those situations different for you now? That's what, do you know what I mean?
Every player is a world, and you have to understand them as much as possible. And when you come from other countries and then you won a new team, I was settled immediately. So sometimes you need time to understand each other. So it's normal. But him to, not to me, to the club, to the way we play, for many, many things. And he's a guy who loves, he's an amateur player. You always, the few players that we have that they love to play football. We play football morning, afternoon, night. And he was unhappy because he needs this adrenaline to play. Like another ones needed to, but accepted more. It's not a problem. For them, no. For them, the football is the main thing. It's like Phil Foden, and it's the most important thing in this life. And sometimes you need time, and sometimes you are, I would say, not even discussions, point of view differently, but it's normal. It's part of the know each other. Anyway, we know each other, and especially now that everyone knows how important it is. He's playing because he behaved perfectly. So, and that is the reason why. So at the end, the club take the decisions above for the manager. So manager today is here, tomorrow is here, but maybe tomorrow is not here. The players are more important than the manager, much, much more important. So, and the club has to be in the decisions beyond for the decisions for the manager. We talk constantly, but the club is not stupid to know exactly what the player has to continue for the next years, a part of the decision, the manager, backroom staff, or whatever. So these players will be good with any manager, with anyone. So this is not a problem. And that's why take a decision for extend the contract Joao being so happy to be here, make me so happy to me. That means that we settle together perfectly and we understand good.